Yo, it's that time again. What is happening, people? Sorry, let me just get through all this. Bump this back up. Yeah. Back at it again. Guilty Gear online local beginner tournament. Looking to be a bit of a small one today, bit of a small turnout, which is okay. We're still here for the people willing to learn, to put the time in, to learn what it's all about. I hope everyone's having a good time. Oh, I should have the chat open on my phone. There we go. Because I do not have it open on my computer, which I really should. I need to figure out something so I'm not always asking for the 2FA like 5 minutes before, because then I usually don't get it. But anyway, here we are again. We're waiting for the people. The room is made. I've made the appropriate pings. We will see who is the first to appear. It is still the month of May, so we are back on the Queen Bee herself. It's May. Probably still gonna go back to my my RAM garbage eventually, but so I hope everyone's been doing good. I've definitely taken a streaming break this week. I've had some open time, but whenever I have something in my schedule coming up, I'm always super stressed, and I'm not in the head to stream. But when it comes to the online local, we're here to work, baby. No give up, no surrender. But hopefully we'll get back to that over the weekend. So hopefully everyone's been having a good week. Oh man, today was a rough one. Yo, it's HappyAxie. Not only did we have to go through graduation today at my university, and I had to work at our bookstore where we sell like graduation stuff as well. Had to deal with graduation all day, and not to mention, for some reason, surrounding school districts decided to bring in Watts and Waves, a murder of children, and bring them to a university for some reason. It was just like, oh my goodness gracious. I hate dealing with children who want to buy stuff, because they'll always buy something. They'll buy something and only have like cash on them. So when you're dealing with like 50 kids who are all dealing in cash, you very quickly run out of cash in your registers. Because I have to constantly break down 20s, and I'm constantly running out of ones and quarters. It's rough, but here I am playing Guilty Gear. I am in a much better headspace now. We're gonna get it on. May. Here we go. Oh! Immediate into the butt. No! Oh, Lord. Whew. Burst away. Oh, I don't know why I keep trying to challenge there. That's a lot of meter. Oh, we blocked that. I had the anti-air and I didn't go for it. Oh man, this is the first game of the day. Ugh. Got on heavy dolphin. To be honest, it was more of a try of a 2H than a... Oh, that 2S reached so far. Wow, we trade on that? Woo! Oh, no. Good jump out, Axie. Oi, 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 oi. Nice crossover. Ooh, nice. Okay, good run forward. Don't hear anything, not even the game sounds? Why? Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Okay. Sounds coming through on the stream. Oh, that was not the correct punish. Sorry if you hear an echo, that's just my phone. I'm also trying to see if we can't win this game. Oh, no. Hell no. Okay, yeah, the stream is picking up sound, Lucolo. Might be on your end, Madu.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell. Duel 1.
What about round start 2S? Oh, yeah, we got it. Oh, solve the problem. Oh, what? I thought I was blocking. Wow, that JS didn't hit her? That's the wrong button. I thought I went for grab there. Woo. I almost got destroyed there. God afforded me a little bit of grace. Ow! Oh, what? I could have swore I was blocking there. Oh, no, I couldn't get my jabs in there. Why did I jump into that? What's wrong with me? That's gonna fade back. Oh. Wait, I'm gonna lose that battle if I keep doing that. What about round start 2S again? Nope. Ooh, caught by the JD. Ow, what an anti-air. Oi! I was thankfully not punished by that. Ah, should have went for it. Oh, I thought I ran up far enough. Good grab. Oy! Oh, stupid S dolphin. I need a burst here. I'm gonna die. Oy! Oh, Lord. No! She's safe, but I'm gonna keep her away. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, we trade on that? Damn it. Oh, man. That was unfortunate. I thought about like risking it all, trying to go for like a run up 3K, but I was like, oh, I'm too scared. So I just tried to get in with Dolphin and trades on Scooter. Ain't that tragic? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I should have went for. That's a failed input. Ow. Oh no. Little rusty on Guilty Gear. Too much idle showdown. Oh. Oh my god, I did that so late. Ow. That was not smart. No, I knew she was gonna do it, but I didn't react to it. No! I reacted! Do you do Discord usually on? Yes. Usually. Or at least not checking people's connections. Whee. Oh, she just walked up and threw me. If I was good, I would have comboed off that. Oy. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. For commentary, I meant. Oh, usually no one's in there, so. But yeah, I usually just hop in Discord whenever we have multiple commentators. If anybody wants to get on, you're free to. Ow, 2S! Oh my god. She just did it. Why am I so bad at that? My JK did. No, she got the combo. She wasn't even looking at me. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Ah. Good games. I tell you, too much idle showdown. I'm rusty, dude. The VTubers got me all mixed up. Let me take a look at things here. $14.94. Well, I guess our cutoff was 15, right? Top rating 1564. Top defeat at 70. Gone to the Celestial Challenge. Quick question. A rating update night 1494. Too high. That's what I'm looking at. You seem kind of good. A failed Celestial Challenge. F10, F9. Although you might just be around my level. You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Consistently challenge Celestial. I cannot. Although, if you want to hop into this lobby, I give you a direct test of your skills.
Are you ready?
Oh, Axio wants to give it some. Okay, okay. Let me sign up and hop on. Sure. In the booth.
Mankind knew that they cannot.
Where is this? Oi! There we go. I'm in the booth.
I have no idea if my audio is reasonably good or not, so.
I hear you. It sounds alright.
I have like a pretty good microphone, but I'm usually lazy and don't check.
That sounds pretty decent. Get off me. We're out.
Oh,
Oi! Nope.
I've been playing mostly on PS5, and I can say the performance on the PS5 is better than my PC, because this feels weird.
Oh, wow.
That's unfortunate. But
I have the PS5 version. I bought it like day one because I thought it was. I just thought that maybe the population was just going to be bigger there,
EX.
and then like
It
after
ended up being like 1/3, or like 1/3 of the overall population.
yeah, and then it also came out about the huge amount of input delay. So
Oh, I thought there would be a bigger gap, or a smaller gap there.
no.
I still need to learn the like post-dolphin situations in the mirror because they're weird, but
It is quite weird.
seems like 2S is super strong.
Oh my gosh.
Dolphin seems like a bad choice most of the time.
Tiny
The
gamers.
5K is useful, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I still have grand finals on.
What is happening with those Discord names?
Ooh, no. They're more machine than man. Ow.
That's like a super risky thing I do that I should not do, but I do it.
I didn't know you could just 2P the dolphin like that. Ow.
2K is super good versus the dolphin at a lot of ranges because you can just kind of like.
Oh, the blood of the high.
I thought you might burst. So I thought that would also do more damage. And it didn't.
Yeah. Ah.
I thought the super was gonna kill and it didn't. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Thought you were gonna burst.
Hell no. Oh yeah.
Not what I meant to do. And up. Oh, God.
Oy.
I feel like up dolphin is surprisingly good versus ball because it often collides with the ball and then catches the recovery anyway.
Whew.
I did the too many layers right there,
Yeah.
where I was like, he's not gonna throw, he's gonna hit, so we'll FD.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think I'd get the bounce. Oh, that just crushed my 6H. Oh.
Oh, I didn't have meter. I could have charged that. I don't know if that would have killed me. The fake out.
Yep.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
But yeah, if there are enough people who are inclined, or even watching, who cannot play in the beginner tournament, but are interested in playing in a lobby or a round robin or something, I might throw something together tonight. That's not something I would. That's not something I'm going to do consistently. So. But today, if people are around and listening or whatever,
Sick.
we'll see.
Wow, 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 wow. No.
That was supposed to happen. All right.
Ow.
That was also supposed to be command grab.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. That's called a raid. Ow. Ooh. Tequila!
I better be dead. All right.
Yeah. The scaling started kicking out. I was like, uh-oh. Nope. Nope. That usually happens to me when I try and overhead kiss. Oh, no.
Oh, I could have.
Ow. It was so meaty. I didn't get the cross under. Done.
Oh, I thought you were gonna block that.
Ow. Whoa.
Okay.
No. No.
The chaos. The chaos. Up, down,
Oh,
upload.
no.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Just gonna
Yeah.
hit directions, see what happens. Oh god.
I did it again.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
I get caught there with throws way too often.
Oh. I thought I got crossed up.
I think you're gonna have me, to be honest. See, that's what I was talking about with the...
Ow! No. Oh! Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't expecting the wall stick that early, so...
I'm imported. No!
You blocked it. But you didn't block the second part.
I ran out of meter.
Did you hold it the entire time?
I think so, yeah.
That'll happen. Alright, are we checking on the person that was... What was their name? Are we checking on Lit Lad Larry?
Right. They said they'd be here. Are they here? See a man named Nobody. And then Lucolo died.
You know what? Like, Polo is saying that they thought we were having tech issues, but they're having tech issues.
Yeah.
They crashed.
Yeah, when they said when we went live that they couldn't hear anything. But I checked. Make sure people see lobby.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
How many people do we have so far? Like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
not like 6.
I think I saw 5 last time I checked,
okay.
but that was like an hour before.
Oh, nice. So we've got people. Did you all advertise in the Reddit as well as Twitter and such?
I know Twitter. I've forgotten about the Reddit, but I still have the Discord for that Kev gave to me. So I need to remember to do that.
For the beginner tournaments, I think Reddit ends up being super useful.
Yeah, I mean that's where they found me.
What is with our connection? It is super chunky today.
Mine's looking all right. We're at 82 ms. One world.
We were on a 5-frame rollback for a second there, which was yeah, not fun.
Yeah, that's a stinky.
Ooh, that was
Damn.
honestly a good read, but and then I just drop it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Hitbox.
Mokolo exploded again.
Did I forget to switch screens? Shut up.
No, you crashed.
Yeah, I think you crashed again. We're still in. Oh, that went so far.
Which thing?
That beach ball went so far.
That's what the command grab.
Good tech. That was totally fake. That's an actual gimmick.
Oh, damn it.
That was like one of my first gimmicks when they made beach ball changes. So that people will just kind of just block there in the corner, but it just sails right past you. No, where's my 6H? There it is. No! Good tech.
Did you see the new Pluto video?
I have not. No, why would you? I have not seen it.
Pluto put out a video specifically about like mostly just blocking and stuff, but it's a bunch of tricky stuff to make just blocking way easier, and you should definitely watch that video. It's very good.
Oh wow.
It has a couple of things that I did not know that are make things way simpler. Specifically the 1-3-1-3-1-3 thing, which I didn't know worked. But
Really?
May versus May. Duel 1.
Okay.
Let's rock.
Oh, fucking up inputs. Sneaky. Oh. Yeah, you could have that one.
I don't have meter. I was looking at your meter for a second there and was like, oh, I can definitely do super. And then by the time I realized I did not have meter, it was too late. Could do something.
Oh, tried to chase it down.
I tried to tech it. Oh, okay. I tried to RC there, and then
I thought you were gonna burst it, so I was like holding back everything, and then
no reason to burst there. That's a terrible time to burst.
yeah.
That's a lose the game first time. Lose the next round.
Nice.
That was the wrong beach ball.
Oh. Wrong button.
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah,
That was real weird. Okay.
Aye.
I was not prepared for any of that. Come over there.
Ah.
Now we're, right read, wrong timing.
No! I was gonna empty jump throw.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Ah!
Oh, that was not what I meant to do. But somehow it wasn't incredibly obvious.
Yeah. No, you grabbed my sweep. Ugh. Ah, did it again.
Ooh, yeah. I could have teched that, but I didn't.
There it is.
I could not have teched that.
I try to just wiggle my
I
fingers
know.
on the buttons and try and super.
Sometimes you just hit 5H.
Hell yeah.
Then you hit 5H again. And then again. Then again. And then you die.
Yeah. I was like, I have to somehow just not overshoot my position here. Just get in 6H range.
Duel 1.
I was like, just don't die here. Oh.
That was weird. Okay.
Yeah. Ah, no. Should have bursted that on first hit. Oh my god.
Yeah. That was one of those combos that's hard to tell at the beginning, and then it's like, what have I done?
Oh. Damn you, S Dolphin. Oh god. Oh, I'm living? Or not.
If I didn't have the second meter there, he would have been fine.
Yeah.
Which song is this?
I have no idea. I just put it on random.
I ran too far forward.
Ugh.
Neutral.
I tried to super.
Oh, that's understood. That would have worked. But you have to do it like earlier than you think if you're doing like run up super. In
Yeah.
this and in Street Fighter, you have to do it like.
Reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts.
It's hard to define the exact. It's like in a distance. Like you have to do it before. You have to do it the reaction time as distance. That did not make sense. That sentence didn't make sense.
I'll agree with it. But it's mostly me just fucking up the input. Despite my hitbox, my cheat box play style.
Okay.
Oh god. No, that was a bad idea.
Well time for that grab. Because I was looking at my meter and I was close to having a bar, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna chill, not gonna FD, not gonna fuck up the spacing, and that's like a perfect time for a command grab.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I already.
A very bad reversal.
No, that would have been so sick.
Yeah, you could have killed me.
Good blocks.
Oh,
Ah! Main mirrors. Yep, that's what it means. Friend of squirrel. Friend of squirrel.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ugh. Where's my dolphin? Oh, crap.
I don't know why I expected the burst there, since you haven't been doing that. I played around it anyways.
Jump, hello. Oh. Nice. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. I thought you were gonna
No! Oh, hitboxes.
Alright.
Oh, you've grabbed my 6p.
What?
Just mash it out, just... Oh, crap. Oh my god. Damn. Up and over the far slash. Damn.
Yeah. I'm really bad at doing all the damage I can do.
No, it didn't work out for me. Dude. Oh, crap.
Don't know why I'm continuing to play as if you're in a reversal. Or first.
There it is.
Not first. That was good. What is happening?
Shit.
Whoa.
Nice. No. I tried to get under with close slash.
Yeah.
I'm always bad at getting in for close slash. Ah, damn it.
That was too close.
Too close.
You have to fight Larry. Where's Larry?
Are you ready?
Larry was here.
Were they?
But Lad Larry is over here.
Oh yeah, they were
He's
the
fighting
Faust player.
Nobody.
No, they're playing yeah, nobody. You're right.
I see the confusion.
I see.
How far are they? Because we are closing in on the end of the 8th.
It is almost time. I guess I'm gonna need this. So let me start. Let me see how the bracket's looking.
I think maybe I waited too long to announce the potential.
Do you want to play? Yeah,
tournament
Larry,
thing.
you can hop on. Just hop onto my station.
I think
1, 2, 3, 4,
we've
5,
got
6,
so
7.
far.
We have 9.
That's a good number for the main tournament.
I was about to say to check in. Why did it say check in closed? I was looking at Street Fighter.
Not a huge fan of how in general, I don't like Star GG very much.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Challenge is what we used for Street Fighter V for a very long time, and it has a bunch of flaws and breaks in horrific ways sometimes. and I still kind of prefer it, which is a bad sign.
Are you ready? Sorry,
But
just
it makes... You can continue.
Shark
Oh, you're
Wellington.
You're doing your thing. I'm going to destroy the other axolotl.
You do that.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Against Shark Wellington on their Milia.
Wait, that's not Larry?
No.
I thought we were checking if Larry was able to play.
I will check them in a second.
Because they're like... Their rating update is like...
There we go.
Weirdly, it's like exactly 1500.
Yeah.
Basically, which is very odd. I will say, given I'm a big proponent, basically, of lowering the meter as far as we can go in terms of ratings, because I think 1500 is like. If I look at rating update,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the percentile in a second. I think it's like more than half. It's like 60%, 60th percentile or something,
I think so.
which is. I think there are people who played who probably would want to do a beginner thing or below that measure, but aren't.
I was always in favor of like the 1350, but we did eventually start getting a bit low.
It may just be advertisement stuff, because there's so many players, but it is like a general thing that beginners do not like playing in tournaments very much, because it feels real bad.
True.
Which
is why I think the switch to Swiss was really good.
Oh yeah, the Swiss. I had not thought of it as an option, and it makes perfect sense. It's so good.
Play me in voice chat. That is me. That is OddEyesGardevoir. I'm the TO of this.
I'm some other guy.
Yeah, don't worry about that. If you hear that other guy, you might want to see a doctor about it.
I'm only in your head.
But I just want to see how good you really are. Just in case you're a bit too good. Oh, crap. I cut her in the blocking animation. Ooh. Not dead. I don't know how I snuck in there.
Do you have another person for commentary?
Nope. It was just gonna be me. Ron Dunn is a no-show, but we might be good. Okay, okay.
Mankind knew that they cannot. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good
Good 60.
Ow! Good jabs. Good block of the card, no punish. Hell yeah.
Match that you all can see, just like you can't tell who I am. Whoever asked who I was before.
Oh, I didn't get the answer. No, just committed to the car. Damn. That becomes active so fast.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Milia. Ooh, just sneaking a throw right there. Good jabs. Oh, that beat up my dolphin. Ow. Nice delay on that. I was on to you. Ready to play after this match? No problem. God.
I need to stop band grabbing after YRC
Oh, fat fingers.
It is like an extremely good thing to do, KonaGrylls after YRC, because a lot of people just don't know how the YRC works. To just get that there, that is a bad idea.
Oh, the turbo fall. I think we both had to realize where Millie went. Damn, you just bounced. Oh god. Oh, the double dash. Oh, run up 2P. E. Oh, I was blocking low. I wanted the grab, but I didn't get it. Still worked out. Counter. Goodness gracious.
Showing up. What was the lobby number? 425? 456.
Yeah, that. Get ready to start. Let me just check this out.
Typed it into the wrong window.
Are you ready?
I may join you on commentary, assuming you don't hate me.
Yeah, no problem. I just gotta.
I don't know why I said that way. That was like a...
I'm gonna be on commentary.
If you don't hate me.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Look at that.
Who is this? Oh crap. Oh, that bomb took forever.
That said, I will be back if I can remember how to mute on this setup. How do I mute myself? I found it.
Yeah. Good 6P. Ow. Oh. I don't know why I jumped there. What up, backdash? Ow, 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 ow. Why? Oh, Lord. I didn't realize how low my health got. Yo, how's it going? We're just checking on one thing real quick, and we'll get this tournament underway. Lagoon. Yeah, I don't know why I went for an air option there. Oh, God. No. Go away. Oh, caught me jumping. Holding this verse forever, my God. Shucks, I was on stream. Yeah. Oh, what the meteors. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, Larry, you're good to play. It's Gucci. Let me just clean up some of the bracket here. And we'll get this shit started. Again, I'm looking at... Why does it default me to Street Fighter? I was wondering who these people were. Who was I taking care of? It was Ron. Am I able to not? Wait. Attendees. Can I do it from here? Let me make sure one more time. Doesn't look like we got an answer. Okay. Remove.
Hello. Looks like we've got the triple May commentary.
Oh my god. Is this what we're gonna deal with? In fact, yes, hell yeah. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the bracket here. Just give me one moment. And I'll start pinging at people. Let me make sure I am spectating.
Yeah, I've been playing Zelda since I got my Switch up and running.
Nice.
Just doing some shrines.
Yeah. Who is not checked in? I'm seeing.
It's looks like less and less people are joining beginners again. We got 8, I think, with 1 DQ, I think.
Yeah, it's looking like that. Why is it showing?
Hello, Mr. Africa.
Maybe I refresh.
I missed the introduction. Hello? I'm assuming you're on commentary now? I don't know if you had said that previously, or...
Oh, yeah. I was on commentary for beginner tournament and then like the double elim. So, yeah.
3 Mays.
Mm-hmm.
No bias.
Okay.
We don't have we have a May in this tournament anyways. We have Bell Pepper isn't here, so
Who's this one person that has not checked in?
Captain Africa. Explain to me why I'm so bad at May.
you're not. From what I can tell from our matches with both May and with May, you fuzzy jump too much. Like you think grab is too good of an option, so like you both go for too many grabs, and then you try to fuzzy jump when they're just gonna knock you down with a low when you start to wake up. So that's what I've noticed.
Sense. So I primarily played yeah, I think this is I haven't said any of this before, most likely. At least to the Guilty Gear people. Street Fighter V was my first fighting game, more or less. There's some like Mortal Kombat when I was younger, but that's largely irrelevant. So most of my like hit grab rhythm comes from Street Fighter V. So I probably overemphasize fear of grabs, like you said.
Maybe if you played Soul, your playstyle would make much more sense, since like more people would be afraid of it. Soul's close slash and far slash are really good at trying to catch out people trying to fuzzy jump, so they would probably fall for like grab attempts more, or like air dash with
Soul?
grab.
Are you saying?
No,
or...
if you played as a Soul.
Okay.
Like your defense would still have issues, but then again you would have your DP as well to deal with all the times when you think they're not going to grab.
That's interesting.
So
that's extra interesting because I've been playing as Soul on the side just for fun, and it's working better than it should be. Like, I don't have many combos, but I'm doing pretty well as Soul. So that's a pretty accurate read, I would say, based on.
It's always getting command grab is always one of your best confirms, but at the same time, like, I don't know, most people are just sniff it out too well. So yeah, all May's stagger pressure, the strings are short and it's sort of fake. Like if you just do a delayed
all
dash,
her stuff is super fake.
2H, or like run up and for another close slash, that's pretty risky against mashers, but like that's how the big damage characters are designed. Like it's sort of a high risk, high reward thing. And looks like Lucolo's here.
Yep, we are finally able to start. We are getting HappyAxie and KonaGrylls on stream.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I get mashed. I play versus people who mash constantly, all the time, and then
I'm the lord of the mash.
I go from that to like super strong players, and then I get deleted because I over compensate for potential mashing, maybe, and I'm not adjusting. So, anyway, that's beside the point. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hello.
I don't know if there was already an intro because I left and came back. So,
Intro. Play the mo. Yay. Good stuff.
Oh, also, I don't know if you could hear.
If you want to do some sick shit on stream and get that clipped and put into the intro at the end of the month, you can be your best self.
Yeah.
All right, people.
Just try your best. Do cool things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't actually try too hard to be clipped, 'cause that's how you end up being the victim of clip.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
You could
'cause
also
that ends up, yeah.
you could also clip by doing !clip in chat. Best of self. We good to roll? Yes, actually. Go ahead. Get it underway.
As an axolotl supporter, where I'm rooting for Axie. I'm sorry. I don't even know who they're fighting.
Yes, who knows?
Oh, this is actually, I don't know that I've seen many Testaments versus Provisions.
Oh, some Testament. Okay.
KonaGrylls. They were in our last beginner tournament.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember Kona.
Yeah, I remember that.
I need to bring up.
Sort of got outshined by Ron Wei Wang, who also used Testament, Nanji, and I think there was even another Testament. I don't know. Against HappyAxie, who's been here for a while, they've improved quite a bit ever since picking up the game like late last year.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see their spacing still is not the best at this level, so a lot of whip binds, a lot of throw everything at the wall, see what sticks. Pretty fun to watch though.
Alright, burst away, trying to get some room here. Tries to
nice
teleport.
2H.
Oh
Happy
no.
Axie, but does not get the confirm. This is Kona. Oh, nothing. Oh!
Missed
Went for
time.
command grab after the counter hit, so that would just whiff.
Yep.
They don't get grabbed and hit stun.
Fighting on Magic Pixel here. Jump in, block of the 2S, but anything tagging Testament's gonna take
2Ds
him out.
with a stagger with HappyAxie. I'll start backdash. Nice 2A. Doesn't go for the high-low yo-yo mix, instead just goes for a simple knockdown, resets the pressure. KonaGrylls is out mid-screen though. Mm-hmm. This is what Testament wants to do.
Oh, blows up a
See
charge.
how well they can just bully
Blanca
Bridget
ball
in the
there.
corner. Nope. HappyAxie gets out with delayed dust again.
Yeah. Okay.
Delaying
2S.
her attacks a bit too much and gets smashed out for it.
Oh, but the bird stink's gonna get applied. We're trying to maneuver in, but here comes Killing Machine.
Also,
Nice
whiff punish.
Roger. Close slash counter. Oh, nice
that's a
bait
good
by
bait.
HappyAxie.
Nice bait. Burst to reset the pressure.
Nice DP. Wants to close this out round pretty clean. Trying to bait out another super from KonaGrylls. This time not biting.
Oh.
Just beats the 6P though. KonaGrylls. Nope. Just too many yo-yos flying their way.
Yep. Super lucky that Kona didn't get blown up on that fade back yo-yo when they tried to 6P there.
I think Kona could pump out more fireballs and control the space, I think. This is a weird matchup because of the way Bridget's normals work, but I think this one can throw out more fireballs and control the space.
Especially like that. More Grave Reapers, more birds.
Delayed rolling. Oh, KonaGrylls has got to learn to just mash on the command grab, because she's in the air for quite a bit.
Yeah. But when if actually just if they catch on to you not getting around Rock the Baby, they're gonna keep doing it, because I know they were doing it to me in the pre-stream.
It takes a while to get used to reacting to it, but you have to be able to. And I say that as the world's slowest reactions.
Woo. The slow little scooter there. Oh, almost gets underneath there.
Just the scoot, not the scoot.
KonaGrylls looking to even up the
That was
series.
a
Oh,
scoot
but
too.
doesn't get the punish for the big stuff for the by heart. And then
Teleport, tries to go for a close slash. Gets pushed out back again.
nice breaks from HappyAxie, knowing that they want a 6P to jump.
Trying to get in here. Good use of fireballs. It's working out, and they finally get that burst out of Bridget.
Nice Grave Reaper keeping her out.
Okay.
A very good.
HappyAxie is trying to jump over everything. Returns to mid-screen. Kill machine comes in. Oh, KonaGrylls bursting.
YRC.
Oh, bad YRC.
Just the
there.
range of the YRC is pretty
HappyAxie
small.
doesn't fall with the pressure, but now with the juggle, should be able to close things out. Elects not to go for it, and instead gets super for their troubles.
Very nice.
That could have been a bait by Axie, but
Possibly.
they were super committal.
Yeah, they were. Light was
They
in
were
their
going
eyes.
in. That was a good.
Oh, nice DP out of HappyAxie. Out of Testament's fake pressure. Counter hit 2H with trade.
Both players making very good use of their ranged tools, and that's what's kind of making this go back and forth. Oh! Bit of a trade there, but it definitely works out more in Axie's favor. It lands another command grab. Gonna send out another one. Gotta FD when you're that low at life.
They had so much meter to FD with. They just needed to use it. That's all.
What I noticed that at this beginner level, they both don't really like to dash block yet, even though like it's a pretty good way to get in spacing for your stronger moves.
If you're not using an FD button and a dash button in this game, you're
Well,
missing.
I use neither macro, and
You are a fool.
I'm
You
a-
would be even better with both of them.
It's in an awkward spot for me on hitbugs.
You can rearrange the buttons to decide where they go.
It's
I
weird.
use burst macro and RC macro.
So you just said.
I do have the dash macro. I mainly do it for backdashing, but
I think you should absolutely have the dash more than RC even, or more than FD even, because the dash one is very strong versus chaos at least old chaos is necessary. It's less necessary now that they've changed it.
I can make full use of tools when I was playing on pad, but it just feels more awkward on stick and hitbox. Mainly because I never like to move my fingers
That was
down
a
to the
cool
bottom
RC.
row. Woo! Nice anti-air. Run forward with the counter hit. Gets corner pressure. Oh god!
Past RC stuff was cool. Anyway.
KonaGrylls fighting back.
Yeah.
Saying Axie on set point, but nice YRC.
Nice
Grave Reaper
bird.
bird snaps her out of the air, but again falling for the DP. This time, Bar Splash says, I don't care.
Okay, nice backdash. Ooh, a trade on that? Seems super late. Oh,
think
lands an
that's
air to air.
important.
forward. Good on Axie fighting back out of that. The bird stink gets put into it again, but
nice scooter on in. HappyAxie drops the combo again though.
Good blocks over the bird. Oh, trying to maneuver around this maze.
Because Tussman, even though their zoning is pretty good, they don't have that very high range tool like Axel does with his 2S. So,
oh yeah. There's definitely a sour spot you could get in there, but tries to run up 6H. That's not it. Okay, here's the setup. Tries to bait something out.
The Grave Reaper just way too slow. HappyAxie looking to clean things out. I think that was a misinput.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was the heavy yo-yo toss that goes diagonal and up, but instead got 2 6Hs, and KonaGrylls hoping to make a comeback.
I did see that. I saw Bridget wind up, and the cheeks got clapped. And KonaGrylls goes up 1-2. Okay, we have a set. Ooh, nice.
Again, HappyAxie looking to jump over everything. This time, when they scooter in, it's caught and. Oh, Tussman just runs in with a beauty close slash. Does not care about the DPs again.
Yeah, Kona's favoring this like little run up with a 6H to try and catch something. It's kind of working out, but it can be very risky, especially with
breaks the burst, but does not get the punish.
Gush.
Flex on.
KonaGrylls saying, I'm learning, I'm mastering the gender neutral.
And midwife crisis, thank you for the follow, my man. Or woman, it doesn't matter. Thank you very much.
Midwife crisis is a very good name.
Absolutely.
That was a good 6P as well.
And again, HappyAxie's pressure is just a bit too slow. KonaGrylls finding the 6Ps, finding the Grave Reapers, keeping her out. And this time, Brave just runs up grab. I think they caught a DP. A misinput, 6P. Gonna split KonaGrylls. Tying it up 2-2, saying, I will not go 0-4-0-5 this week.
Hell no.
Yeah.
You see them learning, adapting.
There were a lot of very good adjustments so far.
Alright, I'm taking care of their scores. 2-2. Sometimes we can go without a game 5, but here we are, first game of the day. We get that game 5 and an ambitious goal burst out of Axie.
That was aggressive.
This time finds your way into the bowling movement. Immediate burst from KonaGrylls. This time, now HappyAxie's in the corner.
Yeah. Axie's playing with some passion. They're playing like they're
trying to use that schmoopy.
Again, the Testaments buttons just have a bit too many active frames, or HappyAxie's content.
Oh, but that 2S
Just
really
planning
good.
to jump over everything, double jump, roger everything. For KonaGrylls, nice patience. Knowing when HappyAxie's going to land.
Unfortunately.
Taking advantage of the drop combos. But now they're in a heap of trouble. Will we see a YRC? Nope, just get command grabbed. HappyAxie on set point again, saying that, okay, I dropped a couple games, but I've now found my way around the zoner again. Nice 2S counter, but does not get the confirm. Uh-oh! The air rock the baby hits. I thought she was way too high.
Yeah, that's a nice fight away from the fade back yo-yo. Sends out the super.
Jumps over to the killing machine. Oh, it could have killed with the scooter. Instead, going to eat a keeper for their troubles. KonaGrylls with a meaty sweep.
Gotta watch out. You're gonna have to FD.
Nice FD from KonaGrylls, learning, risky. But the air dash leaving them vulnerable. The JS from HappyAxie.
Very nice.
One thing I had noticed earlier in the match that I didn't want to mention until afterwards is I don't think they were doing very many safe jumps, and that generally seems super
Maybe they were
important.
trying to, but just mistimed it. I mean, like
It didn't look like they were doing the roots, but I don't know 100% of the roots for these characters, obviously. Because I primarily May.
Bridget knocks you down, and she gets her yo-yo fast enough. If you just roll into any air attack, that's a safe jump already. So it's just a matter of input.
They didn't
speed,
look.
I think.
Actually, didn't look like they were doing that either. But safe jumps are super important if you don't have them for your character and you are.
Dude, I don't safe jump with May at all. I just hard call out their backdash or DPs.
I don't believe you. I'm sorry.
I've never safe jumped once with May. I only do it with Bridget because her kit.
Never once. Never. You've never.
I don't know the timing.
A single
time. I haven't practiced. I just want to do the bigger combos. Yeah, cause.
But in general,
maybe once by accident, but I've never like came down with the safe jump and then snuffed out a DP like usually.
Clear, it's not necessary,
Mm-hmm.
but
I just don't.
It's very
like
very
to have
strong
that
in this
many
game
timings,
to have some safe jumps, and there's a lot that are. You don't have to do timing so much; it's just like autopilot. So. Particularly after wall breaks, most characters have a safe jump.
Yeah, if it's a hard knockdown.
No, that one.
Break, but...
Yeah, I was mostly talking about hard knockdowns.
Yeah. We're just waiting on a situation to get resolved, and then we'll have those scores reported, and we'll move on to round 2. That's all we're waiting on.
Yeah.
And also, since it's a small tournament for this, we'll just go ahead and promote the winner of the tournament. And that should be enough. Instead of like...
You did like my idea of a randomizer tournament. Like Remy Celeste held one at the end of last year. I think it was only 16 players though.
I simultaneously like the idea, and I've been in a few Discords over the years where they've done beginner stuff, and then they move it to be like, oh, we'll include other players as well, and then the beginners immediately die off completely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very, very hesitant to not have an explicit beginner tournament if you're going to do a beginner tournament. It's like cool to be able to do that random shit. Like it's fun to do that other stuff, and I think we maybe should even do that on the side on these days or something. Because I think we could probably do a side tournament on beginner days, maybe, but it probably wouldn't be streamed and stuff because we would need more people consistently.
Yeah.
We just don't have enough people to. We don't have enough staff, I guess is the word, to manage streaming and everything else for that type of stuff.
I mean, they've done things like Iron Man for Super Smash Bros. And then like reverse main tournaments as well. Those are pretty fun.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of like crazy stuff we could do. I just am very, very hesitant to replace a beginner tournament, even if it gets small, with something else that includes other players, because I don't know how strong I am necessarily, but even I will play against players that are like kind of beginner-ish, and the gap is pretty large, even if I don't know the character that well. Like, you can know like a few like lower level system mechanics, and it like fucks up the beginner tournament. I don't know. So even if they're playing off characters, so it makes me hesitant. But we haven't done like a team tournament for a little while. We haven't done any type of like little shenanigan side tournament for a little bit. So
True.
We're probably due for a little bit of shenanigans. But I think OddEyes, how are you feeling about your new tournament so far? It seems like you've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, it seems to have transitioned really well. Mostly just, I think, the 2 times there have been incident. One where I was just struggling with start, trying to figure it out on the fly, and then me just losing power during a thunderstorm.
There was also the time where we had the laggy matches with Kep versus Niori, but that sort of cleared itself up later on.
Oh yeah.
When Street Fighter 5,
It's like
I used to run the Street Fighter 5 tournaments as a TO.
Goackur on the Soul versus Owl, probably still playing Nagoriyuki.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Both these characters have insane damage outputs, but Soul looking like a more reasonable strike throw character. with he just wants to run in and punch you. Nagoriyuki with a lot of blood rage gimmicks. He wants to scare you into getting command grabbed, and then the command grab scares you into getting close slash and into taking half your health. So both of these characters can just explode one another.
Hey, Odd Eyes.
Yeah.
Put me on the
I'm doing
thing.
it. I'm doing the thing.
But don't put Captain Africa.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Ideal. Yeah. Don't do it. Also, leave it like that.
Whoops.
Anyway.
Okay.
But so we're waiting on the Nago, yes?
Yes, just waiting on Owl. Look at all that May. Love it.
Yeah, I feel like compared to what we saw last week, as long as Al gets our juggles, gets the far side juggle into a wall break, we won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Nagoriyuki punishes you really heavy if you're trying to fuzzy jump everything with the giant 2H when his blood's high.
Absolutely. In fact, wait a minute. This is a rematch from last week. We had Goackur and Owl.
Yeah,
they're in the intro. Yeah. Of Goackur just whipping 2D over and over again, and Owl trying to anti-air with like 2H, bar slash, and all that. Yo, we're about to see something special. Just need the Owl. Let me just make sure they see. Make sure I hit that lobby code. There we go. A response.
Looks like Luke Waterwalker changed their Twitch name as well to the Lucolo.
The Lucolo.
There's not multiple people's named Lucolo, just one.
Oh yeah, can I change my Twitch name now?
Yeah, you can.
This
but,
is unrelated. So
only every 90 days, I think. Or every 60
it used to
days.
be like way longer in terms of time. So I changed. I've had like variations on Axio and Axiolotl and so on for a while. I wanted something that was like pronounceable, but they limited it to 6 characters. So I was like, I'll do Axio and then like 2 letters. It'll be fine. And then I went into people's streams and they were like, I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's like Axiog or Axioig, and like I would get like just names, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna change it again. And Twitch was like, no, you can't change it for another year or so. But this is probably long enough that I could change it now. And it sounds like they changed the actual time limit. It was definitely not 6 weeks at that point. It's really not. I don't know why they would have it be a long time. Like it makes sense to be more than like a day because people.
Yeah.
Looks like Owl had to restart their computer.
Yep, we're just waiting on Owl to restart, and then we'll get it going. But thankfully, I haven't had to change my name. Still love my Odd Eyes deck. Still love Gardevoirs.
I don't even remember what my prior name was. It was bad. As in, like, it was just like too long and even worse than the current variation. But I was like, I'm gonna capitalize AXIO, and then they'll be like, oh, Axio, clearly, and then every single person whose channel I go into, they do not understand, and
Rip.
I don't know why. But how it is.
As is with names. But yeah, going back to changing up some of the formats that we have. What would you think? I don't know about swapping out beginner bracket, but maybe one of the Swiss brackets, since we have like 2 of those. Like switching out one of those for, say, a team or all random stuff like that.
That would usually be the place to put it, but maybe not consistently.
Oh yeah, it would just be something
So,
to
like,
shake things up 1 week.
We could definitely declare a team bracket in the near future. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I think the last time we had it was like back when, like one of
It
the
was in,
last weeks when we had Kev.
February, yeah.
February, yeah.
All randoms and stuff like that, based on my experience with the Street Fighter V tournaments and these Strive tournaments, tend to discourage players, which is annoying. A lot of people really want to play the character they want to play.
True, true.
Which sucks because it's really fun to do all random, or like we tried to do new character only tournaments. So like if Bedman was announced, we would do like only Bedman tournaments, and then we would have like 5 people show up, and it's like, well, like you have to have enough like fun players. And I think probably the Strive population for the online local is more fun than the Street Fighter V players.
You heard it here, folks. Hell yeah.
In terms of like not being as like super competitive, but it probably would still have a similar thing where like, we just
There's some spicy boys over on the Street Fighter side.
yeah, there are a lot of very, very strong players, and very serious competitive players.
I saw that for this week, Street Fighter V only got people, which ended up as 2 people according to Revilo.
On the West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast.
Okay, so mostly the Street Fighter V stuff is East Coast. The West Coast thing was usually smaller, mostly because the West Coast is terrible at Street Fighter V.
You heard it here, you heard it here first, folks.
Just to start argument? No, generally like not specifically the online local people, but it seemed like Street Fighter V was mostly East Coast. So New York, Atlanta, the Midwest even, and Florida were a lot of the like main places. Texas has a lot of folks too.
Woo!
The West Coast generally seemed to react super negatively to Street Fighter V early on and do other games, which it was understandable because that game is flawed.
Yeah,
But
especially at launch.
yeah, but that meant that the West Coast was not really that.
They didn't develop in the same amount of time.
Yeah, there's some very, very good players over there,
Of course.
but
Should we try to get someone else? If
I think.
the Swiss
if
makes it
KonaGrylls
difficult to
is
pick
almost
somebody
done
else.
against WAID.
Yeah. Getting into the lobby. They are on their way, people. Hold on. We will get games.
Yeah, Captain Africa is saving me from starting a war between coasts.
I mean, I think I read somewhere that in general, at least for the United States population, lives on the East Coast, so we have more rooms there online, and then we probably have a greater number of good players living on the East Coast anyways. Like,
There's a general population distribution thing, but also I just West Coast was West Coast was dominant in older Street
the
Fighter.
Yuki avatar as well.
Yeah, we're here.
Begin. Woo!
Goackur has a Milia hat on the Soul avatar. Pretty interesting.
Okay, this is the run back. 2 valiant warriors from the previous bracket. Can they make next month's highlight reel? Hope they do something crazy enough to have me remember it.
Oh, just give an intro. after like a rip for 2 seconds. Ground start backdash from goackur. It's like they want to sniff out a round start DP from Owl.
The connection's looking weird.
It's chunky.
Yeah, I thought it was just my PC, but that's like
It's all
how
of
about
us.
the gold burst?
Mm-hmm.
Banding the big to grab and another grab. To grab their soul. This time goes for the nice close blast pressure into Fafnir. Whip grab, big punch from Owl, but immediate burst from Soul. And another grab from goackur. So you like to block, try to block this.
Okay, jump on it. Huge anti-air.
A side swap, but drop the wall break.
That's
I'll
a
say on 4 meter though. The YRC can super and cancel, can do anything you want.
yep. If they find the
Just
hit
nice
here.
open close pass. Big Nago juggle. The drops in.
Oh god.
The grab will keep things clean. No chance to burn grab.
Impressive, keeping it going, but just didn't manage the meter far enough.
Ground start DP Beyblade run very high. We're gonna get some of it down with these normal.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. Catching goackur trying to fudge him down. Another bar slash.
Burst out of goackur, okay. Trying to find their way
Home
in.
space. Trying to bait out with Owl, but they just remain patient, find the OP into the super.
Yep.
Good beat.
And there it goes. Owl just finds the one opening that they need with that DP. And they just keep it going all the way. Oh my god, the round open DP just...
And it's a wall break away. This time does not drop flat.
Oh my god, look at that damage.
Yeah, that's like yeah, I wish May could do that.
We wish May could do a lot of
nice
things.
easy Goku, but Owl just wakes up with the gold burst.
Oh, nice bandit
Runs up.
bringer.
Will we see a wake up super? Nope. You can see the jab.
I was about to say he hasn't done any Beyblades.
Not made
and
the
then he did.
burst.
White
Why is
burst.
the gap here? Does not get the conversion, but shifts them to close it out. goackur does not believe that Nago can ship him out like that. Because I think I'm improving at the matchup, but it's always scary to run at a Nago because they've got the, especially when their blood is high, they've got the 2S just, if you dash blocking correctly. Wait, you've ever seen a Bedman?
Oh? The character swap to Bedman? Okay. Okay.
Mankind knew.
Nago being one of the largest characters in the cast. See how they can wrestle with a 500-pound bed, huh?
But Bedman has these fireballs. What's Owl gonna do about this? Exactly.
He's got Clone, he's got Beyblade, but yeah, he's gotta take a risk. Oh, finds the J.
Ugh.
Nago's one of the slowest characters,
Owl
right?
takes the offense.
Yeah, I don't believe they have a
Gets the
dash.
Gets the positive.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No
No double
double
jump.
work it. Just Fukio forward, DC into pressure. Oh, the gap was too big. Joker fine kill. Now they can continue zoning from the hard contempt. Keeping the spin safe. Again, another DP from Mal. Move is so good.
Jamming on the target combo. Oh gosh. It's
So many flames.
oh,
Is the connection actually freaking out, or is it armor?
I don't know.
I hope. Cross our fingers.
Oh, we did.
Has a turn for
Oh no.
Wait, why is my
Looks like they're both still in the room though, so.
I think.
Yeah, that
Maybe.
was strange.
Possibly.
No, they're both there.
Okay, we're just gonna have to try to rerun game 2.
Well, usually we try and determine how far into that game were they.
Yeah, I think that was only the first round.
I think so.
Owl got a very nice wall splat and looked like they were in good position, but then goackur could just zone back in, so.
If they're comfortable with replaying that round, then we can do it. But
Yeah.
generally, the problem is players are slowly getting a read on each other. So even a round can be questionable if they're not comfortable. But you offer them it.
Yeah. They're saying go.
That Larry
Okay.
is 2-0 so far. Looking.
I've had players.
Remember Pip Gaming? I'm gonna replace him tonight.
I've had players freak the fuck out when we're like 25% of the round and they
Yeah.
disconnect. So you offer it and then it's like, let's see what happens. But,
Another round start usually from Owl.
beginners are generally more chill.
Start the zoning.
I also just realized this opening rift. It sounded. I was
Very
like,
nice.
"What is this song?" Sounds like Ram Ranch.
Oh, the swing. Slowly building up. One projectile over after.
Oh my God. He's already down to 25%. Okay, here it
Owl
comes.
can't move much. They spent a lot of blood already.
Yep.
Oh my God. That was
Oh,
This is rough.
good.
I have not
Lord.
seen this matchup previously, so I don't even have any suggestions really. It's
This time, start round first US into Tokyo catches.
Well,
Feels
they
like
made
you-
they made it in this time. Holy shit.
the round start
Now
RPS
they just
seems like.
needs to get in once, and then
Gonna
no
hold that burst.
from
Oh,
both.
okay. I was worried about the
Perfect
damage
now,
there for a second.
looking to go up 2-0.
Both players picking up perfects here.
Down start DP again. Both producing this block. No grab coming out. Instead, just a very delayed.
What is
punch
happening?
match.
Uh-oh.
All playing in very slow footsies. Maybe we are seeing lag.
I think there might be a desync.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yep, there they go. Damn.
So
Matchup.
what do we do?
Yeah. Just lost
we had-
power? Oh, Owl just lost power.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, well that answers that. I was about to say like, oh, did we have connection tests for the both players?
I mean, I don't think
so
we
on
can-
and so forth. But if somebody lost power, we might be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have another 7-player bracket again, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go
I'm
finish
going
with
to
the
disconnect and reconnect because for some reason my hitbox decided to disconnect from the game, which is
Oh no.
day.
Damn.
it was 456, 456.
I guess in the interest of moving things along, probably just hand out DQs here.
It's really that's the unfortunate option. Is most likely we have to QL.
Yeah. But what about we'll immediately go into round 3, so it's not going to buy him a lot of time. Probably lead to
I'm saying we probably have to DQ him. Like
like
I mean,
drop.
usually if his entire house's power is out, like, it's not gonna come back in a few minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and even if it does, there's a bunch of side effects. Like unfortunately, I apologize, Al.
Yeah.
You can blame me. You don't have to blame.
I'll make the call.
No, I'm making the call.
Gotcha.
You're not allowed to. It's me. No, sorry. No.
Hard to play with no power exec.
No. I had to make way worse calls. So. This is pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
We'll drop Owl. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a full rematch of.
Yeah, that
last
seemed
week.
like a very cool match, which is.
Yeah, but
I
Fate.
haven't seen Bedman versus Nago, and I don't remember which player was which. Bedman was Owl, right?
No, Bedman was goackur.
I had it backwards. Apologies. goackur was slowly figuring out that fireball stuff, which was very interesting. They had we seen a full match, that would have been, I think, really good, even if it was 0-3, because just he was making very clear progress in figuring out the sequencing. I don't know Bedman very well yet. In terms of those like errors, the lightning bolts and stuff, I figured out with May I can navigate around them a lot of the time, but for beginners, I don't know what I would even suggest necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the slower characters all tend to suffer more against zone. I mean,
Okay.
because
Sorry
Tumpkin
about
has
the delay.
armor with Hammerfall, Slide Head. Lewis technically does have a dash block, but then yeah, Nago just has to find that one opening with the clone or the Beyblade. But,
Okay.
I was gonna say, does Nago? I guess Nago has enough pressure versus Bedman that it's not a big deal, but Bedman doesn't seem to have great defense. But I don't know Bedman very well yet. Do you think he has enough? Do you think that matchup ends up being weighted towards Nago? Captain Afghan.
I mean, I don't think Nagoriyuki has that many losing matchups. I mean,
Yeah.
because
Is that a losing matchup?
I don't think we've
because
seen that many high-level Bedmans to really determine. I mean,
yeah, we
like,
definitely
even
don't
against,
know
like, the
yet.
best Happy
But I'm
player
asking you to
offensive
commit
in the
100%
world. We have,
right now.
Even Hammer going toe-to-toe with Leffen and the Mac.
It's interesting. The character is very strange. I haven't figured them out yet at all. Because you can do like defensive lightning. The errors, I think, is the lightning.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do like defensive errors, I think.
It errors as long as he doesn't get like hit or he's not forced to block. So as long as
The error comes out even if they block, or
no, if they block, then the error state is gone. But as long as
Okay.
Bedman's like not getting hit or not blocking.
all right. Who do we have on screen?
We're
Goacker
bringing back
versus
Goacker.
Larry.
And Lit Led
Looks
Larry.
like it's the borderline made it in Faust player.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
No idea if they sandbag me, but
Reflecting
I
on
seem to do good enough.
themselves, They blamed the beasts.
So that
I did not see your match. I was fighting Axie. I will be right back.
No
No
problem.
return.
Alright. Sorry for the delay in game, but here we go. Goacker. Let Larry. Gets the knockdown. He gets the goon out. Whoa! Huge DP.
Waits for another DP. Nice 6P into mid 6 next.
Another 6P, just keeping Goacker there in the corner. Oh, but another DP out of Goacker.
Nice mash on the fake retro from the Punishes.
Oh my god.
Oh, here's a big soul combo. Just look at how much damage this on Faust. But drops it. Giving Larry another hit. Gets hit by the counter hit. It's JS. Basic strike throw. But Larry smashes her way out.
Yeah, good jabs from your Lit Lad.
And just the overheads. Hitbox way too big and catches the backdash. Another round start jab from Lit Lad Larry.
Run up 6P, Mix, pulling him back. Good blocks. Those out of donut.
Run up throw. See a left Fafnir. Another strike throw from Soul, showing off that this character is still
Oh, Okay.
Doesn't get the 5K juggle. Gets back thrown from Dapper.
Oh, heavy mob.
Heavy
Let's go.
mob, cemetery,
Catches him.
the
Yeah.
back.
Let's go.
I think Larry was trying a bit too hard to bait a DP.
Yeah.
But,
Got caught on the backdash. Oh my god. Round start overhead. Throws out some potassium.
nice 5K anti. Larry just back throws yet again to punish the whip. And the trumpet gonna add some additional pressure into the fishing hook. Oh, but since he canceled it, he doesn't get a wall break.
Catches him up
And
in the air.
is gonna win. Joker got one last
Trumpet.
chance to take game one. Nice 5K, but doesn't get the conversion. Literally just saying, I'm gonna crouch tech you and gonna kick you for your effort.
Larry took the game, but goackur took my heart there. Very happy to see the command grabs hit. Very, very nice.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel or what?
Let's see if goackur has adjusted. This time, instead of round start jab, it's gonna be a round start dive kick. Bandit Removal gets bursted. Doesn't get the conversion with the fishing hook.
Oh,
Nice
tries
round.
to.
Close as pressure. This time hits him with the command grab. Looks
Yeah.
like they caught a DP or something.
Possibly.
Now the pressure comes going burst to get
Burst
free
away.
from pressure.
Whoa!
Cannot mash out of the fishing hook.
It caught him so far away with that overhead. Oh, goes under with the Night Ring Vortex. Just waste. Oh, throws him.
RC and just another wake up back throw.
Okay, okay. I see you, Larry. I see you.
Nice far slash, interrupting whatever foul shenanigans will come out. Big damage and clean hit volcanic sniper.
Yep.
Good immediate. Not gonna get back from this time. And the 2H just gonna be enough to close out Faust.
Larry dying by massive counter hits there. Gotta be careful. Show a little patience.
goackur getting more patient. Dash blocking. Using 6P.
Oh my gosh.
Out these cheeky moves.
Oh,
But
gets
the
caught
bad
on the jump
bandit
in.
ringer gets pushed in the corner. No, another DP.
Thankfully, the
Not
hammer
afraid
was
to let
already
it in.
out. Finds the overhead again.
Not
Pierce.
block the overhead. So gets home run for his
Oh, I see what they're trying.
Yeah, try to hit that in.
Vortex
Faust
gets blocked.
hit the hammer for
RC
quite a while.
Faust here into a bit nice combo. Wall break.
No damage. Really.
Okay. Oh, nice backdash. Tries to stuff a run up.
Another vortex. Another block by
He
Larry.
could have been.
Oh,
hit
he
there.
just did
If
it!
he's on their
It's-
side, but oh, had the match, but thought they were going to get hit. But nope,
There were
they're
like
not.
16
They're gonna
death
close it out with
situations
goal.
there.
I know. Did the YRC? I don't know what it did there, but
Oh, sometimes I think Faust's super is just really crappy, so
It's-
it actually takes a while to get out. So
It's a slow startup.
from the
Yeah.
from the close slash or far slash in time to just block it, and then he blocked what he did.
Look up.
Going to game 3 series. I mean, yeah.
Is it
set
1-1?
tied
We are
2-1.
1-1.
Yes.
I missed the first game.
yes.
That second game was great.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Letting the intro rock again.
Did you not see any of game 1?
I went to the kitchen. Yes, so, yes, I did not see any of.
Oh, then you missed the Heavy Mob Cemetery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
There we go. And with another round start 2P.
Did you clip it? Is
And the dive bomb gonna take good care of that bandit winner attempt. Nice sweep.
Look, Axio. Kev put me in charge. And
baseball about to item. Lucky leaders hit.
No, you.
Again, cannot seem to mash out of the.
I know.
first comp.
Look what's happening. You're always living in the past,
We
Axio.
just
Let's
see
talk about
another
what's
DP.
happening right now.
Nice patient goal code.
Only
Take
talk
back
about
the
the-
offense.
talk about the current. Talk about the future.
Absolutely. Oh, trying to get in with the big old fist. Nice. They're coming away
Nice
with
over from there again.
a lot
Not
of
how the meter convert.
overheads and
Finds
jump
another
ins.
nice sweep. The anvil will be blocked for just the air stall into the dive pit.
Very nice. All right, goackur
Okay,
wins
round start
round
punches
start
in.
this time.
Nice throw. Meaty Fafnir just to keep them in place.
Super
Gets
fatty.
mashed out on the fake record.
Bouncing.
Nice struggle, but drops it.
The 6H
Nope,
drops,
throw
but
is just gonna close it all out.
run up throw. I like it.
Brown start back to Larry. Gonna throw out the shenanigans. Nice 6P. The bomb gonna be blocked on both ends.
Run up. Burst
Maybe
away.
Post slash gonna catch the top, jump out.
Oh gosh, there's explosives everywhere. Counter hit close slash.
I
Oh
think
gosh,
that was
Mac.
a missing for maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
Oh, the shot
Oh!
from the
might
top.
not matter if Mix putting Soul right in the corner where Larry wants
From the
it.
top rope.
Yep.
Wake up overdrive is going to be blocked, going to be
The
punished.
mini. Man, I would have been
Very
so
good
mad if
set
I got
point.
hit by that overhead. Those scarecrows were all the way over there, and then just drop right on top of the head. I would have been hit by that.
Some anti-Faust tips that I'm seeing in this match is the slow scalpel, the one that has like, it's hard. I forget the.
The Pierce.
Is it?
the
Yeah,
big
Pierce.
stab?
It's
Yeah, the big
Pierce
stab, the
40.
big slow one. You can
Yeah.
react to it. It has red blood on it.
Mhm.
I can't think of a better description to describe the movement.
And again, the Deadman
you can
switch
6P
for Goku.
And 6Ping that on reaction is very important.
The thing is, for some reason, I used to be able to punish
They
it on
changed
reaction.
the hurt
some-
box.
I know they changed the hurt box, but now I don't know if I just like aged in the 2 years this game has been out, and my reactions just aren't that good anymore.
How old are you?
This year I'll be 30. I'm
I
29.
thought you. Oh, I
I'm
thought
older
you were
than
only
you,
turning
so-
29.
Yeah, I'm 29.
I have no reactions, and I can do it.
Cause
The
man,
golf club.
There he's
The
pulling
pink kid-
Deadman into a corner, saying, "How dare you try to play my own game against me?" But Goku finds a very nice back. Gets the error state, but it's going to be a partnered out. And the
More
meteor
meteors.
should be enough to close things out with the Scarecrow.
The problem with zoning is you can be really predictable sometimes. And if you're back jump, Goku is doing a lot of like back jump fireballs.
Oh, the big 6H overhead going to catch him.
explosion.
Post flash into the Beyblade. Oh, had enough meter to cancel.
Oh!
Death. Fox gets hit by the fully charged dust. Lucky they had a burst to fall out.
Oh, we're gonna run into a far slash. Gotta be careful. Install.
That was a good time to do an install because I'm pretty
And
sure
they
they could have
continue
comboed.
unleashing their arrows, their projectiles, but they get Scarecrow.
6 feet.
Ooh.
Very looking to. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Just
back
slightly
dash
out of range.
into the back
Pixels out
row.
of range of the command grab.
Yep.
Keeping the pressure going, keeping the arrow state going. Nice work by Goku.
Very nice.
Nice 6P from Goku. This time the overhead is blocked, but the Beyblade will not be punished. Fully charged dust.
That was punishable.
Nice block. No fuzzy attack. The item toss getting an afro way back. Scarecrow finding the mark. Oh, gets the burst bait.
no.
But the mix is blocked.
Oh!
Tries to run up throw or something, but there he just keeps on mashing.
With that, Larry.
That's Lad Larry 3-1, looking to be the favorite to take this tournament.
That was rough. Because they could have just scooped the burst bait. All they needed to do was punish that burst.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure the chicken timer helps more than it hurts.
More people having guff with Start GG,
Yeah,
which is completely understandable.
I largely agree with them, but for online tournaments, things have to function differently than Start GG.
Yeah.
Start GG is expecting things to behave like an offline tournament.
It ain't perfect, but it's what we got to work with.
We have other options to work with. The options that people have chosen.
Yeah.
Um,
Thing is that it works well enough.
I don't even like challenge that much, but I prefer challenge for online tournaments to start GG.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna take the online local back to its roots. I'm gonna bust out the pen and paper.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, just waiting on Sincerus. Oh, there we go. They have reported, and we are round 4.
I don't know that challenge has a very good Swiss bracket handling, though. I don't think I've done that much. And challenge tends to break in strange ways.
I think we did Swiss before we stopped using Shalom. It seemed to have things openly explained in the points calculator, but then we had to make our...
You cut out? Then we had to make R, and then you cut out.
Give me...
At least for me.
Let me see. I'm actually gonna take... Oh gosh, I clicked off my bracket. Give me... I
need a hero.
Sincerus, KonaGrylls, or WAID, and that there.
I'll take
either way.
Sincerus and...
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Captain Africa? Then we had to... You, like, completed the thought, but it disconnected. Cut you out.
Oh, I don't think it disconnected. I mean...
Right.
I just said that we had to make a different bracket for top 8 in our Swiss brackets and challenge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense that they wouldn't have that.
So,
Not that that's good, but...
I mean, both are better than Padia, since Padia only allowed and then it was designed for other games.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to learn start on the fly. I don't know how hard it was to learn around Padia's setup.
Padia was
I think
pretty
eventually
minimal.
Geo just did all of the reporting, because
Unfortunately, it seems like Padia... So I did a bunch of research into Padia. So I was curious. It seemed like they were doing it with contractors, basically. So it seemed super minimal as a result. They just hired like people to make a really basic tournament thing, which kind of sucked. Because they're like... Idea is good, but the... execution, it could be better. Anyway.
Yeah.
I should build my own tournament website. That would be a great idea.
Hell
Great
yeah.
use of time.
Yeah, build your own thing and have a Fall Guys fun mode in it too. You could play little mini games while you're waiting for your pools match.
So Kong is back, and who was the Bridget?
This is Sincerus.
Kona, not Kong.
Let me give you the answer, bro.
Sincerus. Are we good?
Yes.
They're good to go, yeah? Yeah.
I'm not shouting at you, I'm just excited. That's why I talk in caps.
We made a rule for a while where TOs would always talk in caps all the time. And I think that's the correct way to do it, to be honest. If you're TOing, just shout.
You need to hear my voice.
Yeah, just caps all the time. Bold caps.
Yeah.
see another Bridget on stream.
I know Kona having to run through a bit of a Bridget gauntlet here.
Looks like they're more committed to staying grounded.
Yeah, maybe they learned something from that first game that we saw using Testament's tools here too.
More fireballs, basically.
Sheesh.
They listened to me.
Doesn't RC to get the mix or the pressure, but instead just saving the meter.
Oh, the feedback yo-yo catches them throwing the bird.
And this time,
Yay!
KonaGrylls matches out of the command grab.
Okay.
I've learned my lesson.
It was 2S, so it would
Oh, the super.
blow up on Bridget's 2S. My god.
You're risking it all with the meaty 2S.
This feeling. Matches in full screen. Shit. And I was doing so good.
Nice blocks, nice patience from both players of KonaGrylls, taking advantage of putting Bridget straight into a corner.
Oh,
No
run up.
burst. Or they convert. No.
Another run up
Just
6-8.
more
My gosh.
Nice dash block from Sincerus. Finds their way wins the 2K2B, but just
Oh,
keeps spinning
they-
a bit too long.
Yeah, they hold on to the ball, get 6P'd.
This time,
There we
goes
go.
low, finds the punish for the 6B.
Jump over. Gets around. No, they don't. They get chomped again.
That was a counter, not a
KonaGrylls
punish,
only
which means that Bridget
1-0.
could have blocked. Had Bridget just chilled, blocked, they could have survived. I don't know if they could have punished that super, but they could have blocked it.
Or they could have jumped up even higher since you could jump out of
I
I don't know.
In that particular situation, I think they had to block it, but it's
I mean, you can't block while you're in the rolling move.
they weren't in the rolling
Yeah.
movement yet. Anyway, blah blah blah. Anyway,
Duel 1.
game 2.
Arrest them for chomping crimes. Oh, just miss on the JS.
Nice bird. Again, KonaGrylls. Nope. Sincerus finds another 2K2B. Oh, Ray just comes in and runs up throws.
Okay.
Another run up throw.
Sincerus just
Sincerus,
not.
you try to dash block me, I'll just throw you.
Oh, another run up
Third
throw.
throw.
Oh, the shibby. And Kona looking like they've warmed up a lot as this tournament's gone on.
Sincerus electing not to burn their 100-meter keep the pressure going. Or they pay for it.
Oh,
See
careful.
Ooh,
Another
they didn't
super
need to
no.
jump there.
Just and that's safe. Wow.
This could be it.
Uh-oh.
See super? No.
Oh.
Super one of the killed because the
That
skill
should have
was
been it.
poorly, but
Yeah.
it would have gone to hard.
I shouldn't have used super
Doesn't
afterwards.
matter.
They should have done.
Speeds.
They should have done the safe jump.
Tragic.
Oh, it wouldn't have been a safe zone since it wasn't a hard.
Was it not a hard knockdown? It wasn't a super knockdown.
It wasn't
No, no.
because they've been super.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, jabbing them out with 2P. Bird keeping there in the corner, but jump.
Nice
They land the
air
jump
dash.
in.
It's
Wow.
not safe.
Gets a
Another
knockdown.
2K2B. KonaGrylls does not want to block off this.
And
Nice
there.
far splash. But does not get the pickup, but this will be enough to secure the win. Sincerus ties it up 1-1.
Ah.
This is gonna be a good match. I have a feeling.
I know. It's looking real nice. Good adaptations out of Sincerus. Kona looking like woken up a bit. Familiar with, I don't know how many Bridgets they played today, but maybe
So this is true of any character versus Testament, but if you have a normal that is disconnected, so the hitbox is not overlapping with your hurt box, it's very good versus Testament's Fireball. And Bridget has a few of those, and I haven't seen them use that
Arbor side.
minion.
Right.
yeah. It looks like they're trying to either advance
Catching
against
the
this.
burst does not get the punish.
Oh, runs right into
Another
the grab.
run up throw.
Sincerus is panicking a bit.
Sincerus does not care. Just these keys everywhere and tries to mash out with them.
A 2S finds its hit. There we go. Finally,
Nice action,
a
JH.
challenge on that 6H, yeah.
KonaGrylls showing some nice patience. Works their way out clutch.
Oh! Throwing out the 5 piece. Up and over the
Sincerus
yo-yo.
just scooting under those 5 feet.
Oh, kind of 6P, but a little too late to fight off.
Nice, scooting all over, to and fro.
Sincerus trying to run a throw of their own, but gets smashed out.
Be careful about blocking low.
Slow scooter are going to be safe.
Tries to creep up on him.
Air dash in, slowly finding their way through the zone. KonaGrylls bullied in the corner. Could have connected if they stood.
Go!
Will just take care of it.
Yeah, no.
He's looking to go 2-1. Finds the empty low, another low.
Good blocks.
Yeah,
Kona's gonna have burst at the moment, though.
Not blocking low at all.
Very slight advantage.
Yep. Oh, lands a
This
huge
time,
jump in counter.
Air dash, JS. Nice patience, just wipe the floor. Trying to bait a burst or something.
Man, Sincerus just keeps getting.
Another super reversal in the KonaGrylls? Or
Sincerus keeps getting away with jump in JS. Oh, and then coming in with the point blank killing machine.
Not a great use of
jump
meter.
up yo-yo. It's too strong to handle.
Ooh, we have a missed input on the bird. Gotta watch out for that. Ooh, the double air dash.
Either of them could have thrown the other.
Yep.
Oh,
Chomp.
another lunge reversal. KonaGrylls going up 2-1.
The chomp comes through again. Autopilot the crow, then rush in when they throw it. Yeah, it seems like every time they put on, they'll dash forward a bit and then 6H. Haven't seen Sincerus kind of challenge that just yet. They kind of either pull the trigger too fast or too early when they see them. Dash up and then they eat like a counter hit. Chomp crimes.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice, huge counter hit.
Gets the early wall break too.
Yeah, already bringing them down to about 33%. Oh my gosh. Up and over the fireball. Very nice out of Sincerus. They're cooking. Oh!
Did not take the burst. KonaGrylls goes for hero first, but might pay for it big time. Scooter gonna connect, gonna confirm. Sincerus looking to take this to game 5.
I know, they're looking real nice coming into this game. The loss does not phase them.
They've both been adjusting incredibly well. So
But 5H does not confirm. Looks like Sincerus won another one. KonaGrylls ready. Another bad 6P gets stuffed by all these ASs. Looking like an A player.
Yep. Oh, finds a command grab. Probably not gonna be
at the wall break, but skill's just way too poorly for Richard. Again, finding a low. All these
that's gonna be it though.
not getting blocked.
So many people don't watch their toes.
Dosey dose.
You gotta wash your toes.
Absolutely. Ooh, I got a ping. All right. Another game 5 again. Kona taking us
inside of me.
taking us to a game 5.
Bird just jumped up and finds another JS. This time blocking the high, not blocking the lows again, and bursts out again. Nice Grave Reaper.
Oh gosh.
Nope. We're gonna end it with a super? Nope, just goes to the scooter.
Not necessary, basically.
Duel 2.
Sometimes you just gotta scoot.
Sincerus looking on fire for these last couple of rounds. Can Kona pull it together?
Go for a close match for KonaGrylls.
Good challenge.
I'll shoot my way.
More fireballs.
Actually, Sincerus triggering the negative.
They're loving
it won't
them.
matter as they get positive time.
And Sincerus is trying to play like.
Oh!
And again, the killing machine just comes out too.
That's not. The jump in killing machines are like not a great meter use. I say this as somebody who very much likes the jump in Orca.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, finds their way in. That's good.
Sincerus closes it out.
Do it. Sincerus. Taking a 3-2.
I felt like Sincerus just like got a handle of neutral in that final game and just had it. And, Kona did not. Kona was not throwing out as many fireballs as they were previously. They were kind of like.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't
I don't.
control the
Yeah, they
spaces like they wanted to.
And we're already in
forgot the-
round 5, it looks like.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot
uh,
exactly why that was happening.
That Larry going 4-0. Looking
Mhm.
unstoppable with the Faust. Goackur going 3-1. Sincerus also 3-1. And HappyAxie and Shark, Ellington, and Wade all battling for final spot in top 4. Or KonaGrylls also can make top 4. I think it's possible that Wade is out. Top 4, I mean.
I think this one was Kona. Sorry, just reporting scores. And then we had Sincerus. And then Sincerus again.
I will be right back.
Good games. There we go. Round 5. Okay, where do we stand here? Dang, didn't work out the way I wanted to. I feel like I'm gonna end up missing somebody. So we could either take Shark Wellington or Wade. Ugh. Do I want to see? Because Larry's gonna be. Larry's gonna be in top 4, but we might lose out on Shark Wellington. But what if they beat Larry? I don't know. Played Dialectrical before I streamed extremely bridge eccentric. Absolutely. Boo. You know what? We'll take Wade and HappyAxie. Because I know we're going to see Larry again, so unfortunately. I'm sorry, Shark. What did he just get thrown into? I was debating. It's okay, I believe in you. Just defeat Larry and make top 4, and then I could put you on the stream. It's that easy. Ooh, Wade on the gold Lewis. Interesting. Okay, Wade is here. HappyAxie's here. All right, we're gonna get right into it.
This matchup is pretty imbalanced. Bridget seems to have upper hand 90% of the time, but Goldus gets it once, just evaporates her out.
I feel like that's always against any Gold Lewis matchup.
I mean, maybe Goldus more willing to trade a bit. Yeah. Bridget wants to just zone him hard to keep him locked in under all. But a HappyAxie is not quite at the speed in which they can do things.
Society.
That was a strong read.
Ambitious.
You're ready, man. Wade gets the perfect burst, but doesn't get it. And the command grab already hitting that. Nice area with the JS. Coughing just a bit too heavy though. This time jumps over the command grab, but does not fall down in time. Got a JD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Tosses out the air yo-yo in his face. Closing out that round.
I feel like we didn't see a single behemoth typhoon in that first round, which is rough.
Yeah.
Someone at the start of this round.
Needy close slash catching no block.
Oh, up and over.
Wade finds the way out there dash.
But Axie's offense
Nice 2P. Takes out the minigun.
pulls out the gat right in her face.
Does not get the go just too far for it to do it.
Gotta see more behemoths.
Forcing him to burst out. Killing machine has to block everything. HappyAxie
with the
getting the
super.
close slash into the super.
Not gonna kill.
That was terrible.
No, the meters.
Yeah, Wade just has to chill and 6P, 2P.
2P and 6, 2P, 6P, and even 5P are
Even-
very, very good for Gold
JD,
Lewis in this matchup.
and stuff a lot of air to airs cause JS for Goldus is sort of against higher jumps, and she's pretty low to the ground when she starts rolling like that.
JD with Gold Lewis fucks up a lot of characters because it just has so much space on that hitbox. But I think 2P is probably the thing to go to for versus Bridget.
Oh,
This is very good.
And
There we
JS, but does not get a conversion.
Yeah, we're not seeing typhoons.
Oh, the trouble.
We gotta see more
That's out of
typhoons.
there for the troubles.
The security stuff is not the thing.
JP
We gotta see
trying
typhoons.
to just mash out a Bridget sector.
oh my gosh, smashing on the close slash.
HappyAxie's attacks are too big.
Wow, that hit. I thought Gold Lewis was so far away.
And gets the juggle. Goes for a command grab. Stuck. It doesn't matter though.
Ah,
One
tries to
stuff
swing at him.
Just takes the 2
We got a typhoon.
Oh, here we go.
Is not gonna
Any
juggle.
typhoons is better than no typhoons, as far as I'm concerned. That's a good one.
Oh, tries to go for a drone. But HappyAxie.
Dan tries to get a cross up. Just
So hard for Goldus.
think it was barely missed
Super
time.
mid-string. Some terrible zone scaling, but it's gonna keep Goldus away. Forcing another burst from Wade.
Goes
Let's
for
see what they can do with laser
the Hammer of
conjugate.
Dawn.
Yeah.
It's gonna burst off it and take very little damage. Again, another whip.
Pulls out the gun.
And the
Got FT.
FT's off, it just runs up throws.
Wade did way better that set, or that game than the prior one, as far as I'm concerned. It was a pretty significant improvement from what I could tell. He's figuring it out. He just has to like figure out a few more things, and I think Wade can at least like steal some rounds. We'll see. We'll see this next game. It's rough because the Behemoth Typhoon inputs are actually like pretty hard to do consistently without like jumping and so on. You have to do them super fast. I don't know if they're on stick or hitbox or so on, but like something like 684.
Or yeah,
If they know that is like, I think one of the faster startups for like
yeah, that's
forward movement.
Overhead.
Oh, again, Thunderbird gets stuffed out. That's unfortunate.
684 is not an over.
I mean,
486 is the overhead.
486 is the overhead here.
684 is the scoop up, right?
Yeah, it's the one that starts fastest forward because the first hit boxes.
Doesn't get the jump in. I guess a nice gold.
There we go.
With the meter. Oh, HappyAxie.
No!
Just wakes up super into nothing, and Happy.
The range there was.
2K does not confirm into. Just tries to go for.
Oh,
there we go. Just keep swinging. Just yes.
Yes, Wade gets on the board.
There we go. But
I support a HappyAxie, but right now or at least I'm rooting for Wade.
HappyAxie was knowing they can backdash out of everything.
Yeah,
now
we've got some swings going on.
Corner.
Just keep
the
swinging.
drone. Pressure is not tight enough. HappyAxie.
oh, the super's gonna blow that up. Boom!
And
No,
you could have killed.
Holy turn. Actually, he's out of the trouble.
Up and over,
Just
oh
roll
god.
Straight over the
You
main
gotta
gun.
be conservative with the security. You gotta.
Shooters in. Oh, does the fake yo-yo. Starts the pressure going. But
Super.
drops the combo. Nope.
We're good, we're good.
Doesn't get the punish.
Don't punish.
Just blocking for a bit too long. Golders has to find the win again.
Yep, gotta watch those buttons.
HappyAxie is saying 5H, 5H, 5H.
Oh,
The Force
ambitious.
Flash gonna close out the round.
Gotta wait, oh my
That was an
god.
unnecessary burst. You didn't need to beat her there. You just had to swing with the behemoth typhoon.
There we
This
go.
behemoth typhoon.
Comes in with the JT, runs up close slash. Glance, command grab.
Man
Oh god.
grab.
Sets up, here he comes.
Got the return yo-yo, adding additional hit stun, throwing weight off.
Oh,
Just
wow.
nice, but they're struggling. JH.
JD is good.
Again, trying to go.
JD.
Such an unsafe range. HappyAxie. Oh, not Roman Mechanics. Oh, tries to meaty close slash.
They
Damn.
had it. They almost
Yeah,
had it.
they almost had it.
idea.
I love the
Nice
idea,
one.
it just didn't come through.
Backdashes out of the slow behemoth.
She has so much meter,
And
gotta watch
again,
out.
machine gun. HappyAxie takes the clean 3-0.
GG's.
Looks like Larry going a perfect 5-0 in the
My goodness.
West.
I have to be right back.
Alright, no problem.
I have to recover from this match.
Oh, that ain't it.
Goackur versus Sincerus.
Yep, just waiting on that. Alright. Oh my gosh, I have a call. Give me 1 second, please.
No.
I have missed my call, so that's what I get for having that on silent. My bad.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yep.
Also, I was looking for a charger and I realized I had a charger on my desk.
Or entering the stream room, but we still have to wait for this one more game.
Mm-hmm. In fact, let me make sure I can... Make sure I edit the top 4 before we... Gotta make sure these are set to best of 5. Yep. Best of 5. Yep.
So it looks like we have that there. Sincerus in top 4.
So,
Just
given that Larry is, I think, the highest rating update character. He is the villain right now.
True.
As far as I'm concerned. Not in a, like, I'm gonna treat him like an terrible person, but in a he should not. I'm gonna root against him.
He is they are the mountain to climb.
Yeah.
Well, they say we needed another Faust.
He's the overdog.
Overdog.
The overdog.
Favorite.
Holy shit, that's a great.
That,
Okay, looks like they're starting to report. The GGs have come out. Prepare for top 4. As they report very slowly.
I'll also say I don't usually commentate. I'm not a commentator, so hopefully I've been doing all right and not being obnoxious in a new way. In an unfun way. I mean, I'm obnoxious in a fun way, not an unfun way. You know how that? Yeah. You know, but no. Anyway,
It's been great having you.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, got that out of the way.
Are either? This is more out of curiosity. Are either of you planning to do Street Fighter 6 stuff, or are you all hanging out in anime land?
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
Anime and Zelda Land.
I'm super hyped for SF6.
Did Captain Africa say anime and Dota land?
Zelda.
Zelda.
Zelda land.
Yeah.
So no Street Fighter 6 for Captain Africa, but Street Fighter 6 for. Who are you interested in?
Oh, I'm super hyped for
Nice.
to be playing Marissa.
Marissa.
Okay. Everyone's gonna be on stream.
Sincerus takes the win, so looks like.
We'll have Sincerus and goackur go first.
Larry versus HappyAxie.
And then... Nope, not that. Larry and Axie.
HappyAxie, I'm going to talk about all the fighting games.
Hell yeah.
For example, Odd Eyes, I believe you're playing the Idol Showdown game or whatever. I don't know. anything about
Absolutely. I've been loving Idol Showdown. That's been great.
that. Is it fun? Is it balanced? I don't know that much about it.
I don't think it's balanced. I think it's pretty fun. It's surprisingly more competent than you would think.
It seems super well made. I just don't know specifics.
Yeah, I think it's super fun. It's a very simple light, medium, hard, and a special button, which has
It's a 4-button game?
Yeah.
Okay.
With it included some macros like throw, your assist, and your burst.
Gotcha. What's the item button? So I was watching Sajin play a little bit earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a separate button from the ones you just listed? Or is
Yeah.
that okay.
I think you hold...
That's probably for like single player. but
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Exactly, that's what it's for.
Okay. So there's a separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it.
Looks like they're at the station.
They are. We're setting up for goackur versus
Let's go.
HappyAxie? Is that
No,
correct?
versus Sincerus, HappyAxie will be against them.
Rip. There's 2 Bridgets in
Yep.
the top 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's
Super
the
popular.
cookout, bro. Dun, 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 dun.
Serious blues. This is gonna be a
I mean,
good
there were
match.
even 5 Bridgets in top 48 castings. Very popular, very versatile character despite her squishiness and lack of.
I will say the neon skin for Bridget is
Goackur
actually very
taking
good.
the offense, taking the first hit, forcing out the first. Bandit Bringer just gonna smack Sincerus.
Oh.
Delayed far heavy steps.
Oh my god.
Cancel And I think, oh no, that would have been good. Sincerus, great DP, fighting away. Soul has to get back in, but it doesn't matter. Just a bit too impatient against Bandit Revolver.
No shade, but goackur doesn't have the cleanest play, but they have so much heart and personality in their play. I love it so much.
Just 16 over and over, finally gets one to stick.
They're trying to whiff punish, which is good, but you can whiff punish with more than just 6p. Well, they're trying to not whiff punish, they're trying to just punish, really. You can whiff punish that
nice
with a
vortex
bunch
going
of buff.
under the yo-yo, finding the conversion, does not see the burst, does not get
Oh,
the
super.
overdrive.
Yeah.
Still great damage. Goku looking strong game 1.
Oh.
And so is to keep it safe.
Okay.
Another vortex does not have the meter to do this. Just YRC's out of the mix. They end up bringing her for the knockdown, forces another burst.
Oh gosh, gets up right under her. Sends
Another
the
block
machine.
on the killing machine.
Oh, back
Back
dash.
They wait. All the Bridges
And
have been overusing the killing machine.
Yo-yo monster.
You don't. Killing machine is not that strong. You gotta chill out on the killing machine, Bridges. Just vibe down, just turn it down a little bit. It's good.
They
Just
love
don't
it. They
use
love it.
as much as all of you have been using it today. Just chill down.
I mean, usually for Bridget, I like to keeping Scooter in safe, cause that for pressure, and then she builds meter pretty quick. A few mixes, and so that's what I would prefer.
Yeah, RC is good.
Let's see a huge burst from Goku.
She gets so much from the
And
RCs.
bring her empty, just gonna. And another strike throw, showing off Soul still has it. But Sincerus bursts out.
No,
And this time it finds the mark, catches,
but it's like 4 damage.
Goku trying to bait on 6p or something, just runs up and throws again. Baits out the YRC. Look, so strong.
Oh my gosh, what a combo. Oh, and the gunflame's gonna take her out too.
Looking like Goa Mochi.
Killing machine is easier to throw out because we're usually across the screen anyway.
But you, RC, you just save the meter. Save your resources. Chill out.
Oh, I need to start the bracket.
The resources will be there in a couple more hits.
Catches DP, does not get a punish. Goku tries to wake up back dash, does get out the mix. Does not get the punish.
Also, YRC is crazy useful on defense. Very good use. For
Good block
meter
of the chain.
versus
Goku,
most
Will they
players.
break? Goes for the thrust.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Sincerus fighting back.
goackur working with our burst, so.
Oh. Goes for 2k 2d.
Oh.
This time goes for the empty grab. See some more strike throw action.
Sincerus tries to take their moment back, but
Another meaty far slash. Keeping the
blocks
pressure
there.
on. Here comes the grab. When will we see the burst? Again gets the
Oh, don't killing machine. Don't killing machine.
resist the urge.
Save that meter for other things. No.
But they're already. Oh,
nice
no.
vision, just waits there, runs up and 5Ks. Saying this 3-frame move is so fast, you cannot even RC in time. We do not see a character switch. Okay, Sincerus believes it.
Yep.
Generally, you should use meter for like RC and other things.
I mean, yeah, also getting the hard knock
Man,
buzz.
You cut out mid sentence for me. Anyways. Doing the hard knockdown.
That's just it. That's the thought. Hard knockdown. Sometimes that's all
Definitely
you
said
need.
something in the middle. I don't know.
Sincerus being a bit more patient, going back and forth. Goku has him in the corner again, forcing out the burst.
Oh,
Unsafe vortex, nice patience.
oh,
Gets
catches backdash. Blocks the
bases
TP.
DP. Doesn't get the set play started, but instead goes for a corner carry and gets thrown in the corner themselves. Another throw. again. Soul's fist just a bit too terrifying.
Yep. Oh, gets swiped up in the air, but
Sincerus is one chance.
oh gosh. Oh, the feedback. They send it out. Run up.
Again.
Catches that backdash again. Jump in.
Nice 2K 2D. Finding though. Catching.
Bandit bringer.
Just
Don't
not able
use
to
killing
find the
machine,
mix, not
nothing
able to
to
find the
do
conversions needed for Bridget with her very low damage.
Oh gosh. Okay. Could have been a disaster. We got good blocks too.
Oh,
Nice challenge on that run up. Oh gosh.
Keeping it safe with the bandit, the gunplay.
Yep. A clash on 2Ks.
Gokur's 2D comes out much faster. Sincerus.
Chasing him down. Oh,
Again,
Lord.
not afraid to DP.
Oh, the
Command
wild
good,
throw.
command
grab.
grab. Will we see the burst? Yes, we do.
Good. Didn't burst up too high. That would have been scary.
Oh, very close to winning there.
Oh, it's a counter hit here.
And
Could die.
The one-hit bandit revolver punch and volcanic viper doesn't even need a follow-up because Gokur knows Bridget is so squishy. Just meat on a skewer of some flames.
Just specifically with Bridget, the reason I'm like, don't use killing machine is that she has so many high lows. She has so many mix-ups. Is it a 3-0?
Yep, that was 3-0.
That was real.
Okay. On the stream, it was 1-0. So
I apologize.
Yeah.
I was keeping
and
track
also,
on
Also at my level, like if you do, sometimes you will have bad you'll toss normal. They'll try to go under, or you toss. Sometimes you have to keep your toss safe because, as you can see, if you don't keep yourself safe, the bridge is too touched by most of the cast. So
Yeah.
All right. HappyAxie, this is the moment you've been working towards. You just need
It's
a...
like there are a bunch of uses for meter that Bridget has that are better than thrown out supers, basically.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
拍手の準備できましたか？
見捨てない患者。Faust versus
Ooh, the birthday train!
I have no idea if I'm
HappyAxie
aligned
takes
with the
first
stream.
blood. Nice 5H.
Wednesday train.
But look at Arizona. They've got the footsies. They've got some long legs. They've got some unarmed. Oh, but it runs with their own.
They land on a trumpet too. Oh, the fade back catches Faust in the head.
Yeah, the 6 feet from them there is
Oh,
so
gosh.
good, knowing that all these opponents at their level, like calling them down,
They're
taking it out.
too lit.
Yep. Oh, tries to go for
Doesn't
the...
get the
Ow!
punish, but no, a hammer just falls right on her cute little head. That's gotta hurt.
Oh, we
Guess
get
the
hit with
Pierce.
the Pierce. Ouch. Has already...
Reminder, you can 6P the Pierce.
Oh.
At certain spacing, they changed the exact spacing that's good to do that, but you can still 6P it a lot of the time.
All the items just working out for Larry here. Oh, the overhead finds and a PRC.
Larry's just fucking people up.
Yep. Confirm that. Game 2.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Run up gold burst. They're just being so disrespectful. Just wanting to get this tournament done as quickly as possible. HappyAxie. I brought some sauce too. Guess the strong food. Mix. Oh, a bit too ambitious. HappyAxie backdoors that spot. Does not have speed. Tries to grab again. Finds a gold burst of their own.
I'm surprised the Afro's still around. There it goes.
Oh, a 6P comes through.
6P,
Okay.
yeah, maybe that was DP, but does not block the Pierce.
They didn't block the
Oh gosh.
6S. Or the,
Every
not the
machine
Pierce.
is giving them the room they need to keep their pressure going. The stagger pressure, very nice. Does not get the punish on the whip throw.
Oh,
Just the
lands
command
air
grab.
jabs. Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go, HappyAxie. We
Okay,
believe.
okay.
I'm sorry, Larry, but well, I at least am fully
Nice tech throw.
HappyAxie.
Faust gets the bit nice punish.
Oh.
Gets the command grab. This could go bad. And the Afro's on fire.
Oh my
and
gosh.
The wall break.
That's how that sequence goes.
Sweeps the ground. JD for their efforts. And again, Bridges looks a bit too stubby.
That was a
to
good
go
burst.
out. We got a 9-foot doctor.
Late in the round, though, so it's
This
gonna
is
fuck up the last.
5'2".
That was like a good timed burst, but too late in the round.
PRC scare. I mean, no PRC, just Scarecrow. Catching them. Pulling them in the corner. Normal grab doesn't even need to connect.
Awesome OTG. Oh gosh. Gonna
the
stick to
pressure
the wall.
going.
No, not yet. Oh my gosh.
Nice item.
grabbed
Grabs
again.
the DP, not quite over, but she's got the everything.
Oh my gosh.
No, wake up throw, so brave.
Throw HappyAxie. Oh, lands on the.
Mini Faust catching her toes. And there he's saying, I'm not afraid of Bridget, I'm not afraid
Hello,
of Soul.
darkness smiled.
Faust is the secret sauce of tonight.
That was a little wacky. Just a little bit. Let me grab that one.
HappyAxie.
Okay, that was Larry again.
HappyAxie trying to make the comeback.
Trying. Possibly, hopefully.
Trying to think of the neutral options here, because I think Axie is
It's
failing in
pretty
neutral.
hard for Faust. Faust can duck under a lot of Bridget
Yeah.
right over. Like, HappyAxie needs to keep the pressure.
Depending on the, I don't think that you would want to depend on the yo-yo. I think you would want to depend on the normals, and specifically, I think you would want to depend on the crouching normals. Like 2S, I think would be
Yeah,
very strong
but,
versus Faust a lot of the time, but you have to be at the spacing where that's strong.
Yeah, and Faust's scalpel is just way longer. Run
At
up
most-
throw for Larry.
Like that would have been beaten by 2S. I'm talking about this particular set.
HappyAxie finds her way out with the air dash JD, but gets blown up for their trouble. Slow air dash through the air.
No, don't. Like, part of the thing with Faust, I think, also is just activating items intentionally. Well, at least that's what I do. I'll just be like, hey, I'm gonna run up and grab this banana or this.
Spinning right into
Minion.
into the bag. Larry on set point to punish their ticket to grand finals.
Back up and
Winning
2S.
their one and only beginner tournament.
Yeah. Grab the trumpet though. Always. If you can grab the trumpet, always grab the trumpet. Is my general
Nice
statement
JP.
for people listening.
Doesn't get a conversion, gets DP'd out of the corner. Again, HappyAxie not quite finding the set
That was
play.
a very good response to the triangle.
Again,
Very
just the
good.
Scarecrow's not being checked. And that will be it. Semifinals both over in very quick sweeps.
should learn Faust. No, unrelated. Sorry. What's your Bridget ranking versus your May ranking?
My Bridget Elo is currently at like 18-20.
Okay.
Sorry.
May's at
Had to run back for a second.
No worries. So we're on the finals, the grand finals,
Grand finals.
or
grand finals.
goackur versus.
Yeah, even
Larry.
though I play Bridget like around 1.5 days per week, but I don't know how pro.
You keep cutting out at very strange times, and I don't know
Make sure
why.
It
talking
might
to
be
the
a bit too far from the microphone.
Yeah, get in
Yeah,
there.
this has happened a bunch of times. Attach that microphone to your face. Move it very, very, very close. Sorry. I have no idea how it just sounded. I'm pretty sure it just ramped up dramatically. But
Right.
we're here. It's goackur versus
Mankind knew that they cannot
Grand
change
finals, baby.
Larry.
society.
Yep.
So instead of
Lit
reflecting
lad
on
Larry.
themselves,
goackur. Here we go.
Larry should not have been here, I don't think. But
Well,
Goackur
Goku
has
has been looking very strong as well.
yeah, I think this will actually be pretty close.
Yeah, I mean their set was decent close, 3-1. But again, Larry's anti-air is just very strong. Because first thing a lot of noobs like to do, including me when I started in Anime Fighter, you double jump, you got the air dash, you can block in the air.
If
They
you can
love
anti-
just use the air aerials to get in. Work around the waves.
If you can anti-air, you're gonna do way better. A lot of folks.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Goku
fighting
takes
games.
the offense after the very long 15-second snap. Again, trying to delay the banner revolver just gets Pierce for their troubles.
I will say, you can't 6 feet of Pierce when you have the afro. So. I don't know if you can.
And the 6 feet just a bit too late to deal with the dive kick. There is saying, Pip who? It's Lit Lad Larry game.
This is not.
Fine. Apology man who? Nage who?
Sorry, I didn't follow up the joke. Sorry.
Oh.
Anyway, I thought you were reading something, and I was like, no,
No.
this is like pretending to
Just
play
just
the game.
the close slash and the dive kick and the pressure. Take game 1 for Lit Lad Larry.
I thought you were reading like a Twitch chat message, and I was like, no, Pip is not smurfing. I don't think Pip would smurf. He seems like a chill dude. This is somebody new. This is somebody that has played Faust in this specific way, but this is a very strong Faust player. Or, well, like a above the average strong Faust player. So, interesting. I think goackur could beat them, but they need to adjust in like.
I mean it's pretty hard against Faust if you don't if they're anti-airing this well. You have to run
You just have to
into a
chill
lot
out,
of his items.
You have to play more
block a lot of
patiently.
them.
and you have to know how to punish the item throw. Just gotta like chill out. Just slow it down. There's a thing where a lot of fighting game players want to like play super aggressively all the time. Where if you just like slow down, just slow it down. Relevant of who you play, you can play like the most aggro character in the world, just slow it down.
Here comes the trumpet. Goku going in with some nice 2K stagger pressure.
Like that was beautiful. And that would not have happened
Again.
had Goackur been playing faster.
Nice vortex to get in. Guard course of the Fafnir. Does not get the tick throw.
There's a trumpet in there. Also,
Again,
for
trying to
anybody
block
like
ways.
listening, trumpet in particular is something that you should try to learn the spacing for. You should know where it's going to land. You can predict the false behavior.
It won't matter. Larry mashes their way out. Another dive kick does not find a confirm. Goackur trying to air dash. Nice defense. Nice. Hey, saying 3K, you can't react to that.
Overcommittal.
They need to just start finishing the Bandit revolver, because Rucka's just not be punished.
Oh, tries to get out under it.
There
Nice.
it goes.
Goackur. Saying that.
Sorry, Larry, but also fuck you, Larry.
And again, not mashing out before the Pierce come.
That was a trumpet.
Yep.
Nice block from Goackur. But now being pushed in the corner, finds the well to get a
That
revolver.
was a good dodge around the
Does
trumpet.
not bait the first. Nice Bandit revolver.
Watch the
He's in
explosion.
range of the.
Accidentally gets the wall throw instead of the
That
Bandit
was a,
revolver.
that was a good burst. It dodged the explosion.
And now it's Larry's turn to start pushing offense. 5K just a bit too late to punish.
Larry's not
Blocks the
responding
Pierce,
to the.
bit too late to 60.
Woo.
And the vortex gets smacked out of the air.
The hammer.
Ground Star Pierce this time finds, the 60.
Tries to sneak up on him. Here comes the goon squad. But nice jabs out of Larry.
Larry's keeping Goackur in check.
Oh.
Got it.
Here comes the goon. Nice.
Beats it out, gotta slow it down.
That hit so high up. Oh my gosh.
Just a bit too wild, just a bit too fast.
Up
Just a
and
cross up with the Bandit revolver. Again trying to tick throw, but very ready to dash out. Goackur misses the conversion of the
range.
5K, misses the 6H. Now it's just a slow game of footsies. Vortex in, but just runs into the trumpet minions. Oh, punishes the throw attempt, and the burst comes in just in
gosh.
time.
Don't
Larry
winner.
taking them to within set point of winning grand finals.
Mm-hmm. I got the score.
Saying,
No
we have
problem.
heard your absence of affairs for the last 3 to 5 months. Now I will take over. Just what the doctors called.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright. 2-0 for Larry. Are they punching their ticket and catching the next Wednesday train out of here?
Yeah,
That was a very good
underway
ending in
in.
the
Look at all the shenanigans. The many foul. Nice vortex in, but doesn't get punished.
Coming on in,
Larry
RC.
defense just a bit, even back down, throws the
Too
tap,
big of a gap there.
Yep.
gets the Pierce, can't mash out in time, gets the extended combo, gets the lost as well. Round start DP, Goackur still not afraid. Leaves Soul to do this.
Nice. Keeping it going. Oh my gosh. That 12 is huge. PR's
Round start
full.
jump back, but Larry catches something.
Oh!
And the fully charged Dutch catching the backdash.
Oh my god. Alright. Tournament point here for Larry. Can goackur do something crazy? Oh, run up command grab.
Not if they get command grab.
And it wasn't a
the
punish,
trumpet
so-
minions into more pressure. Mix does not get punished. Instead, they are checking this stuff very bad. Oh, but it's gonna be a trade.
Oh gosh.
And this time Mix just too far. And again just ducking under the 5H. Gotta
jump.
nope, it's too
throw.
late. He had to just
He had it.
jump and air throw,
Yeah.
but that Larry takes it 3-0.
I do think we should lower the
We should what? I thought the elo requirement was already 1400.
It was 1500.
Oh yeah. Or so.
So
Pretty
if
small
anyone,
tournament, pretty fast.
if anyone
Okay.
watching wants to like have a lobby, I kind of want to play the game.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap up anything here. Go ahead and
So that Dairy has won their first and only beginner tournament. We'll hope to see them in the normal.
yep. Lad Larry, too good for this tournament. We're
I
gonna
would say like 1,300 for measurement for beginners, and we need to make sure to advertise on Reddit and Twitter and so on.
spread the
So-
word, people.
Reddit in particular, I think, tends to catch more people than a lot of people realize. Like, for some reason, there's a bunch of people who are like, oh, who are like negative on that website. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's only like 3 websites at this point. We could probably advertise on Facebook as well. That would be the 3rd website. It would be like Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. But anyway, sorry.
Mhm.
But we could probably catch more people.
Definitely.
Sorry, I'm rambling, but
All right. So, anyway, we'll be back here next week again, same times, but it'll be the open Swiss bracket, which is open to everybody. So, if you enjoyed your time here, we hope to see you again. We hold the beginner tournament
come
every
back
month.
again.
Yes, please come back again. Please don't leave us. We love you,
Please
and
don't.
we want you to stay.
Unironically, if you have any feedback with regards to normal tournaments or this tournament or anything, if you have anything that would make your experience better, I would prefer us have a bunch of like chill people who are trying to learn to like a bunch of or to a small number of obsessives. I don't know. I want people who want to learn versus like people who are like super competitive assholes.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I think we have a pretty good group compared to other groups that I've seen so far. But like good feedback. What were you gonna say, Captain Africa?
I think overall normal tournaments are chill except for a few
What?
of us. I mean, even Cat hasn't been showing up recently. He's been a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, then Laidaway came back and started
Yeah,
acting all good and stuff.
there's only a few. No,
Now that
actually, let me re-qualify that. There's a lot of players who think they're worse than they are, and as a result, they overestimate their impact, their like skill relative to beginners. Like this tournament is like 1,500, and even that is like 60% of the population that plays on tower. So if we're like actually trying to get beginners to be able to learn, like that's actually not beginners 60%. Like
Sure.
Larry is probably not a beginner definitionally, but he probably feels like beginner. When I was at his level, I still felt like I was learning a bunch, but I probably wasn't necessarily a beginner. So there's this weird balance to strike where there's a lot of beginners who want to learn but don't necessarily want to take the risk of playing in a tournament. I think Swiss allows beginner players more than other types of bracket, but you still have to want to like fight people. An actual like competitive environment of a tournament is a different feel than it is to just like fight random people. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I apologize.
I mean,
It's
goackur
late.
also did really well compared to the rest of the cast. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, they only lost to the Legendary, and they've been also looking pretty dominant. But I think we should be keeping them around for the next beginner tournament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
All right. Thank you for everyone for showing up. It's been great having you here. We hope to see you again next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully you sign up for the open bracket. Anything you guys want to plug real quick?
nope. Just yeah.
All right.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is a pretty good movie.
Sure.
But I guess it won Oscars or whatever, so maybe it was like less cool now. But it was a good movie prior to that.
No problem. That's great. You could also catch me on my own personal stream, which is at OddEyesGardevoir, or no, that's my Twitter, at OddEyesGardevoir, and then twitch.tv/OddEyesGardevoir, where I play more fighting games and I speedrun and do all that kind of fun stuff. Hopefully see you there. But thank you all for watching here at the Online Local. See you again next week. I'll let the intro play us out again with some awesome music. Thank you all. See you all again next time. Bye.
Don't just say alright. Why turn away your right? Hey.